If you're new to my YouTube channel, don't forget to turn on the notification bell, also comment, like, and share. See ya.
To the conversation arising was that they were on their way to Africa Hall, and it seemed like there was tension already there because Unity Hall had already aligned at the other side of Hall 7. They didn't say they were going to Unity Hall. I want you to get clarity before it becomes a different conversation.
Fine. They didn't go to Unity, but they had a phone knowledge that the Unity Hall members have gathered around Hall 7. That's what Ralph you trying to say, right? Right.
Yes, please.
Okay. So, but Hall 7 is not part of the University Hall boundary. So if some people have gathered around Hall 7, just go ahead with your procession. You have no business with them. And so why would you pay attention about people who have gathered around Hall 7? So supposedly, if those people weren't Unity Hall members, how would you know? Because they were not clothed in their white shirts. No. And so who said all those that have gathered around Hall 7 Impact Building were people from Unity Hall who have gathered with weapons to fight you? They did their procession last week. They had the whole week to themselves.
But let's watch it, relax. So you watch it, listening. So beyond watch it.
Bachi, please go on.
Hello, Bachi, can you hear me?
Okay, Rob. That's okay. Let's start. I didn't get Ralph.
Okay, so my question is, I think, sorry, before he goes on, I think let us stop talking about that issue and let's try to move forward. Do you think that there is more the school could have done than just saying that they are suspending the whole weeks?
I mean, Ralph, suspending the whole week is a non-starter. They shouldn't have released the green letter. I don't see the need of suspending the whole weeks now. Why do I say this, Ralph? The how has already been done, right? The how has already been done. We call securities to come on campus to take control after the hub has already been done. I mean, they've done their best since last night, and then I think calmness and civility has been restored on campus. And so, why don't we allow the whole weeks to flow? Because see, in this Independence Hall, it's having their whole week. See, they have an activity on their schedule today. They've booked artists to come and perform tomorrow. The artists are in town. They've sold tickets to people. They've sold stands to student entrepreneurs. These are people that we are trying to push their businesses. Already, there is no job for anyone in this country. And so these are students who are trying to make ends meet for themselves. They've booked stars from these halls, and then they are expecting patronage. And so already the patronage has been low because the patronage always boosts during the weekends. And so from Monday to Thursday, they've not gotten the sales that they've expected. And then if we are suspending the whole week midway to when they were expecting some sort of profit to cushion their businesses, and then comes this green letter. I don't think it's a big blow to student entrepreneurs to start with. It's a big blow to students who are innocent, halls that are innocent. Ralph, see, these are two halls holding the whole university to a hostage. We have 6 halls on campus. We have more than 4 hostels on campus too. We have international students on campus. What have these students done? What is our crime? Why should we allow the few bad laws within these 2 halls to
hello, Bachi. Okay, it looks like we've lost Bachi. Okay, so network problem. I think, Ralph, we can move to the next speaker. So maybe when Wachi comes on, he requests again and we push him back in the system. Okay, Bernard Adai, I think you are the next speaker. You can say what's on your mind, please.
Okay. Good evening. So
Good evening, Bernard.
So I feel like with all that is happening, the suspension of the 4-week celebration wasn't the right move. And I think if if any hall is supposed to get punished, I think it's supposed to be the involved halls, that is KNUST and Katanga, because when they were fighting, the report wasn't there, Queens wasn't there, the Indies wasn't there. None of them were there. It was.
But Bernard, not to cut you. You know, there's been history of these two halls fighting at programs that are not even KONT or Katanga related. I mean, we can have history of the debate. Even a school debate can spark a fight between these two halls. Vetting, whatnot. So don't you think it's the right thing to do to cancel any student activity? Because I mean, we've had a history of these two halls not fighting at just KONT and KAT events. I mean, something as little as sharing of fine you go can cause a fight between these two. So don't you think it's the right way?
No, it's still not the right way. I feel like those two halls are supposed to be punished a lot. If maybe the university is going to tell them that, oh, probably none of you can even run for positions aside their whole elections. Maybe if you are going for a position and then you are affiliated to KONT or Katanga, you'll be chopped aside or something. At least it will move them to think about what they are doing, because things are changing. You understand? And then you realize that most of the people that engage in these things are, it's very few first years that do that. It's the people that are done with school that end up doing these things, destroying the image of the university and stuff. So the report is innocent. Indies is innocent. All the other halls are innocent. So I don't understand why the other halls don't get to celebrate their week celebration, because they've put in a lot of money. As the other speakers said, Indies are on their way. In fact, they've sold out tickets. You guess it, and then you are cancelling their week celebration just because another hall was fighting. You get it, and then they invested to, I don't know, they don't really do anything. All they do is they bring out statements today, this and that. They are not really doing something about it. You get it? For me, I feel like if they are made to, one thing that I feel like the university should do is limit them, the KONT and Katanga people, limit the activities on campus. You get it? If you are going for SRC presidents, college elections, you are from KONT, you are from Katanga, you are not allowed. You get it? Because in the end, it's like they feel like they own the school. You understand? Just about some weeks ago, they brought out a letter talking about what the SRC president has done and what they want. That they want the school to fight for the interests of the students, but then this is not the interests of the students. You understand? We make them feel like as if the school is for them. You understand? But then they are not the only halls on campus. You get it? It's just a year. Then after a year you move out, but then they want to behave like as if the whole place is for them. You understand? So if something has to be done, it's supposed to be, they are the ones supposed to be affected. You get it? So that is what I feel should happen. And the whole week celebration that they've cancelled, it's not fair, and something should be done about it. Yeah, that is what I think.
What would have been the ideal situation for you? And as you're giving your final thought, I think I see Steven Zando here, so I think we'll take Steven Zando and Cookie for them. So yeah, your final thought. What should have been the ideal punishment or as a result of this?
And just as I said, the activities should be restricted in a sense that both halls should be banned from celebrating 4 weeks for about probably 5 years or something. And then when it comes to elections, it's if you are affiliated to KONT or Katanga, it's only the whole election that you can run for. You can't run for any other position.
Hello, Bernard. Can we hear you?
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. I was saying that the activities should be restricted. The activities should be restricted in the sense that if they want to go for any position on campus, it should only be their whole elections, whether SRC or college elections. They should be banned from it. They should also be banned from celebrating whole weeks. That is CONT-KAT for probably.
Not to cut you short. I want to just ask you. I feel like what you're trying to do is you saying that this is so. I'm sorry, not to cut you short on your defense. Your defense is saying that you should ban the halls and ban the individuals from running for position because some few people engaged in this. Don't you think you are not different from the authorities you are equally blaming for cancelling all the whole weeks because two people did something wrong? Don't you think you're on the same line with them?
I'm not saying the authorities should cancel all the whole weeks. I'm saying only CONT-KAT because they are the ones that cause the damage. You understand?
But okay, go on. Just continue.
Yeah. CONT-KAT are the ones that went to fight. The other halls are innocent. They didn't do anything. Do you understand? So if there should be any punishment, they are the ones supposed to be punished. So what I'm saying is what I feel like should be done to them. If any hall should be banned from celebrating the whole week celebration, it's those two halls because before and the rest haven't fought before.
Sure, no problem. Thank you very much. Sir Stephen, please, the floor is yours. Feel free to express yourself.
Yeah, guys, good evening. I just joined midstream. I don't know where you guys have reached with the conversation, but I saw this notification that you guys were having a space on Twitter. And as a former student of KNUST, I wanted to chip in through a bit of an advice for all of us. I don't know if I'm in a position to, as it were, comment on it outside the whole week celebration.
Please feel free to Senior Zando.
For the whole week celebration, especially from the Republic Hall, and it is rather unfortunate because these guys, especially their executives, are being judged by successful organization of 4 weeks. So it's rather unfortunate. But as a former student, I wouldn't say as a former student because I'm still doing my master's anyway. I'm worried for one thing, guys. The power is gradually being shifted from the student to the university authorities. Look, in 2018, when the demonstration happened, a lot of people in this country understood the student because we feel that we're being brutalized by the security operatives on campus. And a lot of people were in our favor, or they indicated favor us. But as we speak, the worrying trend is that because whenever such a fracas happens, distractions are being recorded. The power is gradually being shifted from the student to the university authorities. Now, it will get a point in time that students will not even have their freedom on campus anymore, and no one will jump into our defense. So, guys, as college students, a bit of an advice is that somebody cannot use 10 years to raise funds to go and buy a property, only for you to come and then destroy it in 5 seconds. No matter what, no matter the level of rivalry, guys, you have no right to injure somebody. You have no right to destroy somebody's property. And this thing, for the past few years, has happened on KNUST campus. And it worries me that we are allowing ourselves to allow the power to shift from our hands to the university authorities. It will get a point in time that, like I indicated not long ago, we will not have our freedom on campus. So, guys, please.
I know, but Zando, not to cut you short. So I wanted to do a reverse of it. The reason why this is consistently happening is because there is this consistent issues happening whenever student leaders are given the opportunity. For example, last year, you saw the unfortunate events that happened at the vetting. After that event happened, we saw how this caused a change in how vetting issues happen on campus. Are you saying that the school should relax on how they are dealing with these issues, or do you think the kind of way they are dealing with it is an extreme means to a small issue? Like they are extremely addressing an issue with iron hands. Is that what you are saying?
Oh, but you see, my point is that there's no way you can convince anybody that when you have a case, the only thing you have to resort to is distraction. That's the bottom line. You see, Ghanaians have the tendency of always blaming authorities. No matter the level of rivalry at a rock, the end solution is not for you to injure somebody. And I want to speak to my colleague student. That is what we have to have on our minds. That should be on our hearts. if you have a good case and you go there and destroy somebody's property, you will lose. And that's why the power is gradually being shifted to the authorities. Now they can do whatever thing that they want, because the evidence that a lot of people in this country have is that KNUST students always fight and destroy properties, vandalize properties. It's not in our favor. And I want to appeal to our conscience. We should begin to think around this angle. Forget about whatever from the university authorities are doing. You may have a good case, but the end solution for you is not for you to resort to radicalism, destruction of properties, vandalization of properties. That is not the end solution, and that is what I want to put across at all.
Sure. Thank you very much, Senior Zando, for that. Before I let political gun, please, the floor is yours. Feel free to express yourself. What you generally think about this decision, especially now that Hall Week and SRC weeks are cancelled. What's your general thought on that?
Okay, thank you very much. We are aware of the long-standing rivalry between Kunti and Katanga. So when the whole weeks first began, for me, I was aware maybe a brawl or maybe a fight might happen or might break out. So with this issue, like, we are not particularly focusing on the first year. It's the continuing students, which they enjoy themselves in such hooliganism and such activities. So, sorry for my voice. Sorry. So, with what the administration has to take in charge, we can't suspend 4 weeks forever. So, with this issue, we should all come on board and suggest that the security on campus before even the whole week began, or start, should be increased. So, more people, bringing more people or more personnel on board, so that they will restore calm. So when they want something, when they want something to be done, they come together, but fight each other in programs. So what's the sense in this? So this is my submission.
Before I let you go, I just want to ask you a question. Do you think that the school should have done much more better with regards to security on that day or on these days? But do you now think these new provisions, that's the first question. Second question to you is, do you think they should reconsider the decision on suspending Republic Hall and Africa Hall Week? Or do you agree with the school that this should be the new norm, that it should be cancelled indefinitely?
More security personnel should be bring on board, and I think for the suspending, it's not a good idea. They should continue with the various weeks, and they should bring more the security and the military on board, so that they will stock up on campus. And after that, whatever actually the management see as a good thing, they can bring on board. But for the suspending, I don't think it's a good idea.
Sure, thank you very much, political. Reginald, the floor is yours. What do you think about this new development? Reginald, are you there? What do you think about the new developments, Reginald? I think Reginald is having issues, but Aaron, please, you can give the mic to Mr. Law. I'm having issues also with getting like this. But anyway, guys, just let you know that this decision is a new one, that has been made by school, and nobody